I've been taking quite the break from this car. It's just such a headache. Can't get the thing to start right now. You can see my wiring's a mess. I'm just not even gonna think about that for a couple hours. I got everything painted on the car. Just this last door that I was doing some Bondo on. I don't even remember if I bothered recording it or not. If I did, it'll probably be before this. It's been about 3 days since I've even worked on the car. All my tools are piled up in a mess. I'm gonna organize all those, sand down this door, go ahead and paint it black and get it back on. Just to help clear my mind. This car's really been bothering me. I haven't felt like working on it at all. Took my Civic back. Been working on that. You probably saw that in this video. I lowered it a little bit more. I didn't realize that my coils actually weren't maxed out in the back. There was just a little bit I could go. Car's looking good. Better than ever. Alright, well, I'll see you guys right back when I finish this bodywork. Went ahead, got everything sanded and painted black. This is a complete door handle delete on a door on a 350Z. As you can tell, there's no door handle that used to be there like every other 350Z. Welded in the delete panel, ran Bondo over it, and now painted over it. And I have a completely flat door panel. Gonna go ahead and let that dry. Gonna get my dusty ass shoes back over here and clean up after myself and organize all my tools since I went to the junkyard the other day. Kind of slacking on this car lately. Completely finished the paint. Now I'm mocking up the hood. But as you can see, it hits on my light bar. So I went ahead and traced around. I'm gonna cut out the hood, and it doesn't matter if I have that latch anymore because I'm gonna be running hood pins somewhere up here. And I'm just gonna completely cut that area out, just spray some black paint on it so it doesn't rust over. And I'm gonna tilt down the light bar a little bit so that it's not pointing straight into the lip of the hood. Instead, it'll be pointing at an angle straight down. Got the shape of my duck bill planted out onto the car. This is something I've had for over a year and I never put it on. So I went ahead and marked out 7 holes, bottom and top. And I grabbed my rivet gun and my 1/4-inch rivets. And I think I might tackle this today. If I don't, it'll be another day, but I went ahead and plotted everything out for now. And update on the hood, I did end up getting everything cut. It's gonna need a little bit more or a movement of the light bar because the hood still won't fully close. It's definitely a lot closer than it was before though. And you can finally see the car fully painted now that this hood's on. And the black spoiler will be on soon. So this body will be fully done. I don't know if I showed this in video before, I did my door handle delete with Bondo and painted over it, so I have a completely smooth side of the car. If I want to open it, I just go ahead and do this. No need for door handles. 1 rivet in right in the middle, so that way I can still have some sort of adjustment. And it's a KBD, so it actually will fill to these lines, even though it doesn't look like it. But it's KBD, so it stretches out. Just gotta heat it up with a heat gun. I usually leave it in the sun, but obviously it's on the car now. I can't really put it in the sun without driving out there and working in the heat. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I ordered some longer rivets for the sides because it takes a little bit extra to get all the way through there, and these are just barely not long enough. So these will come in about 2 days, and then I'll go ahead and finish up the rest of the wing. This is a material I've really never heard of before. I'm not sure if it has the sticker anywhere, but I went ahead and got aluminum flashing for roofing from a house. I got this advice from a guy at a Spark Speed shop, a local drift shop in my area. And I wanted to build a firewall for the back, as you guys knew. So I went ahead and used this really thin flashing material, cut it out, and I'm just gonna run some self-tappers into it. It's not thick, but it allows me to save weight while still keeping smoke from entering the cabin, from having the rear end completely open. I'm gonna put a little bit more material and maybe some caulking around the edge just to seal it up. And obviously the top is still open to access there, but once I do that polyurethane window and cut it off about here, I'll be able to have all my smoke roll out the top and over my new spoiler. Another thing today, I plan on taking the Duramax up to Fort Myers because I put a down payment on a 8.5 by, I believe, 24-foot race trailer. It's an enclosed trailer, it can fit a car and all my tools and wheels for events. And I already put a down payment, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my sale and pick it up. It'll be my first time pulling a trailer, but I have the Duramax, which is very capable. And I'm gonna hope that goes well. I'll probably come back to this video once I have the trailer in my possession. I'm gonna be parking it on the property where I keep the Civic, so maybe I'll end up storing the Civic inside of it for a while to keep it out of the sun.
low down, low down, low down, low down, low down. Woke up 2 days looking for a fucking homicide. Magician with the Glock, I make it pop and blow a smile. Relapse off a pill, fucking shameless suicide. Hold up, bitch, shut up, quit fucking with my high. Don't cry, therapy. Gang say it's fuck 'em, then it's fuck 'em, they my enemy.
Just got 9 bottles of free oil. It's all ranging from 5 to 10:30 and some 10:40. You never know when it'll come in handy. Even if it's an emergency and your car doesn't really take 10:40, that's what most of it is. You never know when I might need it. Just gonna go ahead and check it in here. If anything leaks, oh well. Due to this car being in an accident, I got 3 bolts in on this bracket right now, but that last one just won't reach the hole because this frame is pretty wrinkled. So I have a rod. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and weld it a little bit longer, just so that I can get the bracket to fit in all 4 holes, since it's an important safety piece. I went ahead and measured out what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna cut right there. Got it in the vise, so it'll be easier to cut since I'm doing this alone. And I'll record while I'm cutting it. Now that that's cut, I'm gonna go ahead over there and I'm gonna cut the actual seat bracket, just one straight line right across, so that way I can weld that piece in between. Alright, got the welder out. I'm gonna go ahead and weld this up, round it out. Got my little bracket and just made sure it's working. I'm gonna go ahead and weld this right up to it.